Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Seven Kingdoms Total War, a Game of Thrones mod for Total War Attila. Guys, in today's video we have a huge 24,000 man battle. We have an alliance, a coalition between the Starks, the Tullys, Renly Baratheon, House Baratheon, and we have the Arryns versing the Lannisters. We're sort of itching for a Seven Kingdoms battle. It's been a while since I've done one, so I thought, yeah, why not? So guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see some more Seven Kingdoms Total War on my channel. The mod is still in early access and is subject to change, so let me know if you'd like to see any other sort of scenarios. So we've got a massive 12,000 versus 12,000 of the Lannisters here today, and it should be very exciting. It's sort of an alternative history. What if Renly Baratheon didn't die to the hands of his brother Stannis? What if Robert Arryn wasn't a sickly child, was sort of a cool cousin like Robb, and Jon could claim himself King in the East, which I have done in my Westeros Total War House Arryn campaign. Highly recommend you go out and check it out. But yeah, he was a cool cousin, answered the call to his cousins, claimed himself the King of the East, and bent the knee to Robb and Renly, swearing oaths to each other in front of a weirwood and in the stony sept, respecting each other's king. I'm trying to think, did the Tullys really do anything wrong in the War of the Five Kings? No, not really. They just sort of answered the call, I guess. Oh no, there was that one thing. Edmure Tully did actually rush a mill, and then wasn't able to behead the mountain. So for the mill, the Tullys regret, I guess. So let's have a quick look at this battle real quick. We are using a battle replay, so we've got a army balance wise. Each of these four armies have 6 units of cavalry, 3 longbowmen. The rest is made up of spearmen and swordsmen. So we've got a really strong line of Starks and Arryns in the front line. Renly Baratheon, the Baratheons are taking up the right hand flank along with my Stark cavalry, and then on the left here the Tullys are taking up the left, and so is my Stark cavalry as well. But let's have a quick look at the Starks here. Absolutely love this mod. Like I said, it is still early access and only a few number of YouTubers do have this. So I want to do some more scenarios. Let me know in the comments. So let's start speeding things up a little bit now. And we are fighting for the freedom of Westeros with this coalition. We are fighting Joffrey Baratheon, the supposed one true king of Westeros. His grandfather helping him in this fight as well. The mighty Tywin, we'll find out here today, iffy fact, really does shit gold. Now, it does look like the Lannisters have made a huge deployment here of stones and just, what are these? Caltrops. I think there's spikes even further down here, so we're going to have to be very careful for that. It's sort of dividing the battlefield here. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this Seven Kingdoms Total War battle, we're about to get stuck right into the thick of it shortly. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new around here for more Seven Kingdoms Total War videos and some more Total War campaigns. So, at the moment, still holding vast on the left and right flanks. I am playing as the Starks, as I said in this. Robb Stark and King Robert Arryn are going to hold the line. The King in the east and the King in the north. Then we also have the Tullys on the left, so we've got a cavalry engagement here. I'm going to switch out to the HUD back and forth, but there's a pretty strong Lannister charge coming in here against the Tullys. Now, like I did say, there are 24,000 men on this battle, so the frame rate might drop here and there from time to time. It's not my computer. You guys can look at my about page for my computer specs, because my computer is insane. It's just because the amount of polygons that are on these units. And the game engine, of course. So, the cavalry on the left and right are engaging. We're about to engage some Lannister cavalry here, which trying to attack us. Yeah, I don't mind it with the HUD on. It's actually not too bad. The front line is nearly coming into effect. Tullys are making the charge. Arryns and Starks holding the center. It is a bloodbath, to say the least. It sort of reminds me of the Battle of the Trident in some aspects, I guess, if the Lannisters were Targaryens. Robert Baratheon, Eddard Stark, what's his name? I can't even... Hoster Tully, and who was... Would have been Hoster Tully, Robert Baratheon, Eddard Stark, yeah. And what was Robert Arryn's father name? Was it Robert Arryn? I can't remember off the top of my head. But a huge cluster in the centre right now. My cavalry's... Where is my cavalry? My cavalry's engaging theirs on the left and right. Baratheons and Starks fighting with each other. Fighting by each other's side once again. It would have been really interesting to see how this coalition, if it worked out. But, obviously, we all know what happens, unfortunately. Okay, we've got a really nice charge in here with... Oh, I thought that was Baratheon cavalry. Oh, okay, right. There was bits of... It looks like... Oh, it's an Arryn cavalry fled, right. So we have Starks and Arryns holding the centre. The Tullys are fighting on the left and the Baratheons on the right. Let's have a look at some combat here with the Lannisters. For King Rob, the King in the North. For King Renly. Hopefully, we can seat him upon the Iron Throne. My God. Lannister, Arryn, Baratheon, Stark and Tully banners blowing in the wind. Now guys, please take into consideration, I did mention this before, but the mod is still in early access and it is subject to change. So a couple of things might be a little bit different here and there once the full game is released. These guys just look like fucking ants from this aerial perspective. It looks absolutely insane. But yeah, if you guys want to go support the mod, go and check out the TWC, the mod DB, and the Patreon link, all in the description below. I'm not entirely sure when the public release for this mod will be out, so make sure to subscribe. I will make a video once it is publicly available, and I'll support you guys with the download links. Because I want, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this mod, and there's going to be some like online public lobbies with a lot of people. That'd be really awesome. Could get some a lot of online battles done. Archers, make your mark. Fire at will. Right, how are we sort of doing here? So the Baratheons are still holding on the right. My Stark cavalry is engaging the Lannisters, but it's not doing the overly best on this right hand side. We're still holding the center quite comfortably. We have roughly what, just under 10,000 coalition allied troops compared to, well, the Lannisters are about to go under their 9,000. Our Stark and Lannister cavalry engagement here is nearly coming to an end. If we can hopefully free up on the left and right, we can do some hammer and anvil strikes in the center. But basically, at the moment, it is just a bit of a grind. Down here, Tully's holding up the left against the Lannisters. Pretty strong Arryn charge here. The Knights of the Vale come to help once more. Nice stuff. I'm pushing down to the center here. Starks and Tullys sort of on this left center side against the Lannisters. And then obviously, slowly, when we push down the middle, we're going to see some more sort of Arryn and Stark infantry. It would have been interesting to see, at least in the show, if this scenario was actually able to happen. Would the Lannisters stand a chance between, well, the armies of Renly Baratheon, Robb Stark, the Tullys, and the Arryns? I reckon the Arryns would be the tipping point in this fight. If they obviously didn't stay neutral and hid in the Vale because of Lysa and Robert, it would have been a different story. But so be it. I guess the Tullys, the Tyrells will be fighting with us. I would have tried to get them in, but we just simply ran out of slots. This is the max we can get on this mod. The lighting angle is glitching a little bit out here and there. It's still pretty well even. Both sides holding their left and right flanks. The centre's still pretty well. volleys back and forth. Also, guys, House Martell is next in the development. Here's the yellow Baratheons. That looks awesome. Yeah, House Martell is up next. Once that house is finished up, I will make a video for you guys, of course. But yeah, let me know in the comments what other sort of scenarios would you like to see. Would you like to see maybe some more alternative history, maybe some stuff more closer to the law, maybe you want me to break the law, maybe have a Renly Baratheon versus Tyrells and stuff? I don't know. I just feel like playing... I just sort of woke up today, I was like, I feel like playing some Seven Kingdoms Total War. I want to play some more custom battles, just to mix things and spice things up on the channel. Haven't done a Seven Kingdoms Total War video in a while. And, yeah, I just thought it'd be a lot of fun. But so far, this battle has been incredibly entertaining. Both sides neck and neck. Really, either side can win it. It's interesting to see that, like, both the left and the right cavalry are just holding each other back here. There's not really any hammer and anvil strikes because no one can get their cavalry free. I made both the sides very well balanced army-wise. Knights of the Vale charging out. Coming over to help the front line after helping me on the left here. But like I said before, it's just turning into a bit of a grind at the moment. Not too much is happening. As you can see by the HUD icons, the Starks and Tullys are still holding on. I really love the colour schemes of just like the red of the Lannisters. Sort of the basic leather and sort of grey of the Starks. The Vale blue, and then of course the Baratheon yellow as we make our way slowly but surely further down the line. Also love the little antlers on the Baratheons, as you can see here. Really nice touch. I wish you could see the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted for all the units like in Medieval 2 Total War, because I would be surprised, I'd be interested to see how well these sort of deployments have done with the caltrops and sort of the man traps throughout the centre, instead of just seeing obviously the deployed and losses for either side. So basically on my right hand side here, my allies didn't commit many forces. There were roughly around about 5 full units of cavalry. There's 2 remaining Baratheon cavalry, but as you can see in my cavalry on the left have pretty much been destroyed. I mean on the right here. On the left my cavalry actually isn't doing too bad, but I did give a lot of cavalry to each individual army. Obviously there is 4 armies per side, but we didn't do very well. Looks like the Baratheons have fled here, leaving a little bit of my centre exposed, but my archers are going to be able to rain fire and death upon the Lannisters pushing through the breach here. Baratheons helping on the left. Still holding the centre with the Starks and the Arryns. Obviously some of the best heavy infantry in Westeros. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see some more sort of alternative history battles. Maybe we could have some... Well, this battle was sort of law friendly. Perhaps maybe we could have some... I don't know. Unlaw friendly stuff. Okay, we've nearly crushed the Lannisters on the left here with their cavalry. Once we do that, we probably can swing around and do some hammer and anvil strikes. Archers peppering each other left and forth. Lannisters charging against some routing Tullys. Kind of a little bit disappointed that it was sort of a shitty, gloomy day here in Westeros. When I originally played this battle, before I loaded up the replay, it was nice and sunny, the sun was out. But when I kept on loading up the replay, it was sort of gloomy, so you see all this sort of in the misty overcast battle, but I guess you can't always have a sunny day in Westeros, always sunny in Westeros. But at the end of the day, winter is coming, and we've definitely shown that here today. If push comes to shove for the Starks, they're going to wreck shop. So we're doing well here, pretty neck and neck for the entirety of this battle. The Starks have made a push on this left side. A couple of the Lannisters have buckled. And hopefully this is the start of the trickle. And then hopefully this can cause a flood. A nice decapitation there. A couple of them. Heads popping. Left, right and centre. You got to give it to the Arryns. They're putting an excellent shift at the front with the Starks. The Tullys did have a sort of left heavy flank, but they've pushed around to the centre now. Baratheon's not doing too bad. For Renly, for Robb, for Edmure, and for Robert Arryn. Got a nice charge. Oh no, they just stopped it. I was going to say that would have been a really nice charge if they kept on going. A Lannister cavalry coming flying in here. Alright, how are we sort of doing on the left here? So it looks like the Lannisters do have cavalry superiority on the left. Baratheon bowmen getting some long shots off. Loose! Yeah, we really need to close down these Lannister cavalry here, because they could cause some damage on this side here. Small pocket of Baratheon still sitting here. Some have made it to the front line here. I haven't been able to flank that hard because either side's cavalry has really been soaking up this centre here. Right, we've done a lot better on this left flank now. My Stark cavalry running down some of the remaining stragglers. Carve these longbowmen up quite easily. I really love the Stark shield. Looks absolutely fantastic in this mod. You can see it there. Arryn's coming in here with a charge. Helping out their Tully kin. On the left-hand side of the Starks, the Tullys are pushing, trying to get closer towards the centre. But it mustn't be much not longer now. The Lannisters can't withstand this. What's the bigger number? 4 or 1? One army, bred for one purpose. To stop the Lannisters. Obviously Tywin and Joffrey would have been commanding this. What other prominent commanders? Maybe Gregor Clegane, Andros Brax. Obviously the quote was 5 or 1, but for the purpose of this battle we're going to say 4. We are fighting at the end of the day for the freedom of our kingdom. And to avenge Eddard Stark and Robert Baratheon. So it's sort of dispersed a little bit. It's gotten a little bit thicker in the centre here. The cavalry engagements have sort of slowed down a little bit. The Baratheons have pushed and taken out most of the cavalry on this right-hand side. We're now slowly but surely peeling around and flanking the centre. Oh, we've got some Baratheon cavalry here doing some hammer and anvil strikes. We've got some Tullys coming in here as well. And by the look of that, that's going to be the end of the Lannisters. Once we freed up my cavalry, the Baratheon and Tully cavalry were able to come around the back and help us. There's a couple of archers raining fire and death upon us. So we are coming to the tail end of this battle. The Lannisters have their tails between their legs. And there's not much they can do to stop this rout. My archer's raining fire and death upon the remaining stragglers. Oh god, making pin cushions out of a couple of them. Good, we'll be able to skin and have some Lannister pelts. So guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. We'll go through the results for the battle. I am interested to look at the deployment, but it was a terrific victory, a very close victory at the end of the day. It would have been a lot different if we were able to hold a pretty strong front line, but it wasn't too bad. The Starks and Aarons did pretty strong in the center. The Tullys, once they won the left-hand flank engagement, pushed around to the center, and then the same with the Baratheons on the right. So the Starks deployed 3,050 loyal men of House Stark. We lost 2,157, the second highest sort of loss rate for our side. The Tullys deployed 3,150, lost 1,803. The Aarons lost 1,928, and the Baratheons lost 2,260. So the Tullys lost the most. The minimum for our side. The Baratheons lost the most. Looking at the four other Lannister armies, the first one lost 2,579, the second 2,770, the third 2,708, and the fourth 2,645. So there's only roughly around about just over 1,000 Lannisters remaining. We have a hell of a lot more compared to them, but I have to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves, have a fantastic rest of your day, and stay tuned for more content on my channel. My name has been Simpzy. Take care. Goodbye. Get some really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.